Seems to be coming through from what I can tell. So I'll mute myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tula, can you help Nawazi who's in the waiting room?
Yes, I'll be sending them links as they come in. I'm typing now.
Cool, thanks. Hey guys, welcome. We're trying something different. So I know it looks a little bit weird, but it's still me, it's still you. We're still going to do maths today. So instead of typing in the chat like we normally do, you're going to chat in the find the chat on your YouTube page. Everyone try and find it. Try type something so I can check that you're all still there and I can hear from you. You can tell me if you've written your exam already, you can tell me how your exam went. Otherwise, you can tell me how your day went, but find the chat and type something in, even if it's just hello, just so we can see that you guys know how to find it.
Miss G, I just want to let's just these learners that are in the waiting room, just have them come in and then hopefully successfully send them over to Zoom.
Sure, no problem.
I'm seeing that they're still joining, just waiting for your microphones to be on. Hi Bokamuso, hi Tiamo. just in case they missed my message on the chat room. Bokamiso, did you see the message on the chat and did you see the link? So that's where we'll be having our lesson this evening on YouTube. Thank you. So you can exit, if you've managed to click on that link, you can exit this Zoom meeting. Just click there and then you'll be able to join that instead of this. Hi, Nolazi. I see your sound just came on. Please click the link on the chat, and that's where we'll be having our lesson for this evening instead of here on Zoom. And then once you've successfully clicked that, you can exit this particular Zoom meeting.
Okay, those of you who are on the YouTube channel, well done. I see you finding your way over to the chat. That's awesome. So it's going to work the same way. It's just a way for you to communicate with me. So don't panic. Try and find it so that you know how to get there and you can say hello or put an emoji just so that we know that you know how to find it, so that if you have questions, you can communicate with me. Okay, while we're waiting for everyone to get here, because we have a couple of people who went into the Zoom meeting, there are 2 questions chilling on the board for you that I'd like you to give a try. So it's just finishing off the work that we started on Monday. So they're just 2 questions with factorization. We're going to do a little bit more on factorization, and then we're going to jump into our equation work and then into graphs. So give these 2 questions a try. And when you are happy with your answers, you're welcome to put them in the chat for us like you normally do. Remember, with factorization, you need to factorize it as far as possible. So don't fall for the trap that I've set you with question 1.
Tiamo is asking if they can stay here on Zoom. So Tiamo would like you to please head over to YouTube, just because we're trying that out and we want to see if it works. And we'll still be able to chat with you on the Zoom, on the YouTube. So it's the same as Zoom. So please just try to click on the link. And if you experience any problems, of course, just let us know. But everything should be working fine. So click on the link, and then after it works, you can just exit the Zoom meeting.
Yay, Canva, you found your way to the YouTube channel. Excellent work. Joshua, you wrote your maths exam, you understood a lot, but the time killed you. Oh no. Was it that you didn't have enough or you had too much time? Which one was it? Okay, guys, I'm just going to turn my video off so I can write on the screen properly. Just going to give you a couple more minutes. I know it's only 2 questions, but just because we're trying a new platform today, and I want to give everyone a chance to get onto this channel. Oh, yeah. You know, often people don't have enough time in maths exams. It's one of the things you have to work on, but it will get better. And at least it's done. Okay, try get your answers. As soon as you're happy with them, chuck them in the chat for me. Remember, when we're doing factorization, you need to always check first to see if there's a highest common factor. That's our first goal. And then think about the different things we spoke about on Monday. Dots, trinomials, switcheroos, highest common brackets. Think of these things as you work through the questions. Do I have no answers coming in for question 1 or question 2 yet? I'm shook. I know you know how to do both of these because we spoke about them on Monday. I think you're just feeling shy. But it's the same, guys. It doesn't matter that we're on a different channel. It's just us still. Don't panic. And remember, it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. As long as we have things we know what to work with. That's the goal. Let's see. Oh, wow, brave one again. I am loving the look of that answer. And you didn't fall for my trick, which I'm very happy with. Good. Hi, Tiamo. Welcome. You made it here. Well done. Oh, Joshua, don't panic. Often we feel like we could do better in exams, and as long as you tried your best, that's what matters. Okay, so I'm going to put the answer for number 1 up here because I'm seeing a lovely answer in our chat. And then I'm going to give you a little bit more time for question 2 while we get everyone on here. So for question 1, the first thing we had to do was take out our highest common factor. So we took out our highest common factor of 2, and I was left with n squared minus 49. And now I have to think, well, I can still factorize this. This isn't factorized as far as it can be because I can do difference of 2 squares. And remember, difference of 2 squares, think about what these letters are. Difference meaning a minus sign, 2 as in there are 2 numbers, and squares as in both of these numbers are square numbers. Okay, so we're going to keep that 2 there. We're going to have 2 brackets for difference of squares. We're going to square root that one. So we get an n and an n. We're going to square root our 49. So we get a 7 and a 7. And we have plus and minus. And if you wrote it the other way around, so if you're a 2n minus 7, n plus 7, that is absolutely fine. And that is, oh, I'm just erasing everything useful here. That is our first question. Give question 2 a try for me. We didn't get a chance to do many of them on Monday because we ran out of time, but it's a trinomial. So try figure out what's going to be in what brackets. And then when you're feeling confident, give me your answer in the chat. Canva, was that your answer for question 1? You are on fire today. Nice. Okay, for our trinomials, so this is where we're looking at question 2, x squared minus 4x minus 21. Remember, we work with our factors of 21. Okay, so I've got 1 and 21, then I've got 3 and 7, and that's actually all of my factor pairs that I could work with. And I'm trying to get negative 4, and so I can see, well, I can obviously see that this is going to involve that 3 and that 7, but I want negative 4, so I want negative 7 plus 3, and that tells me what my brackets are. Canva, I like those brackets. I think the only thing that happened is you've left off your 2 that needs to be in the beginning because this was our original highest common factor, and we have to still keep him there even though we do difference of squares in the next step. So we're going to have x plus 3, x minus 7, and that is our first 2 questions of factorization. Okay, I'm going to move into some work which kind of involves this factorizing that we've been doing, but in a fraction form. So don't panic when you see it. We're going to start with something nice and easy. So I want you to start with 1. And if you're feeling good with 1, then you can move on to 2. So the thing that we need to be doing is within each of these sections, you're going to need to factorize. So you're going to need to factorize that. Here you would need to factorize that. Here you would need to factorize that. And you'd need to factorize that. So it's kind of practicing factorization and practicing fractions at the same time. So when you're factorizing, just remember your different keys: highest common factor, difference of 2 squares, trinomial, switcheroo, and highest common bracket. Think of these, and I want you to take these one at a time. Nice, Canva. That is excellent for question 2. Remember, we can't cancel things until we have one term. So basically, until we factorize everything. Our first goal here is to factorize everything. And then our second goal is to try and cancel whatever we can cancel. So just take it one step at a time. Oh, cool. I'm seeing some answers here and I'm liking it. Nice. Okay, so for question 1, the first thing we were going to do is when we're looking at this numerator over here, I can take out a highest common factor of p squared. So I'm going to take out p squared as a highest common factor, and I'd be left with p plus 1 all over p squared. And now my p squareds are going to cancel with each other. And so I'm left with my end answer of p plus 1. So now that one should help you a little bit. I love this little emoji, which like looks like a hug and a heart. It's just like, it's so cute. Okay, give question 2 a try. Question 2, you're going to have to do 3 different factorizations across the 2 fractions. Oh, these emojis are so cute. I also hope you guys are ready for your puzzle today because it is a monster. It is so tricky because I feel like people keep on solving them too quickly. So I found a nasty, nasty one to give you today. It is still pictures though. Okay, I'm going to give you 1 more minute. 1 more minute on this question. Keep working through it. term. All right, let me go through this question with you. So, first thing we want to do is we are going to I'm going to just do this step by step. Okay. First thing I'm seeing is that I've got x squared minus 9. And that I can do difference of two squares with. So I have x plus 3, x minus 3. All right. Now at the bottom, I've got this x squared plus 5x plus 6. And that is a trinomial. So I'm going to work with my factor pairs of 6, 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Now, the tricky thing is that I can get 5 with both of those factor pairs. But because of this plus sign, I know that my signs have to be the same. And so I have to use 2 and 3 because I need to have the same signs. I'm going to have x plus 2, x plus 3. And I'm going to multiply that up here by my x plus 2. That's just this dude over here. Nothing fancy is happening to it. And then down here at the bottom, I'm going to take out a highest common factor of 2. Okay, so this was highest common factor. This over here was a trinomial. And this up here was difference of two squares. Sia, hi, welcome. Welcome to our new channel. It's very exciting. We have found very cute emojis. And we've been doing some factorization, and that's all you've missed so far. So don't panic. Okay, once we have factorized everything, so once we have done this step over here, factorize everything, we can cancel things that are exactly the same as long as it's one top and one bottom. So I can take that x plus 2 and I can cancel with that x plus 2. Then I've got an x plus 3 that I can cancel with that x plus 3. And I've got this x minus 3 that I can cancel with that x minus 3. And so I'm actually just left with 1 over 2. And that is my whole answer to this entire gigantic question. It is very exciting. Okay, cool. Nice job. We are going to move into see if the video quality is bad, try change the quality of the thing. So it might have it on a preset that's like 200 and something. Try and get it up to 720. That should help. And if it doesn't, let me know. Maybe we can see if we can make a plan for you. I always find these questions very satisfying where they simplify down to something so easy. Okay, so we said we were going to do some equation work today. So have a look at these two questions. I've started off nice and easy, so nothing hectic over here. And let's see how these go. So just try 1 and 2 for me, and then we'll move on to the sort of the trickier ones just now. And you just need to tell me what your answers are. So just say x is equal to this or x is equal to that, and we will go from there. But I'll give you some time to try and work through it. And then at past, I will give you my unbelievably hard puzzle that I found for you, which I'm very proud of for finding. Nice, Yamo. So our first answer is definitely 7. We're going to move that 4 onto the other side. So we're going to have x is equal to -3 minus 4. Oh, good. I'm so glad it's better. Okay. And so therefore x is equal to -7. That's our answer for number 1. Nice job. Okay. For number 2, don't forget you need to do your distribution over here and here before you do anything funny. Oh, we have our first answer coming in. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit more time to keep on working through this question. Steps for this question. The first thing you want to do is distribute. Then you want to move your x's onto one side. You want to move your numbers onto the other side. And then you want to eventually solve for your answer. So just do it step by step. Oh no, have you tried to change your settings? Kumo, have you tried to change it to 720 to see if it's any better? Okay, for question 2, I'm just going to slowly start working through this. So the first thing we're going to do is our distribution. So we're going to have 3x. Oh, let me work in a different color because we've got a lot of orange happening on the screen right now. Okay, 3x plus, so much different. Okay, 5 times 1, which is 5. 5 times -2x, which is -10x, is equal to 19 minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so from here, I want to move my x's onto one side. So I'm going to keep this one, I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to move that 3x onto the other side. Now, when I move it over, it changes sign. So I'm going to have 3x minus 10x, and then that 3x that's jumping over is going to become plus 3x. Oh, lovely answers coming through. Oh, good. I'm glad that it's a bit better. Then we have our 5, which is going to jump over onto that side. So he's going to become -5 plus 19 plus 2. And so we have 3 minus 10, which is -7, and -7 plus 3, which is -4x, is equal to 16. And now we need x to be alone. So we're going to divide both sides by -4. And we get an answer of x is equal to -4. And I see a couple of you got that, which is great. And that would be our final answer there. So we're going to divide that 16 by -4 and we'll get our answer of x equals -4. Well done to those of you who got it. Okay. All right, I'm going to jump onto our next one. I'm going to try and make this a bit smaller so that, oh, actually, shame. Those of you who are struggling with quality, let me make it a bigger size. Okay, if you did not get -4, try and see where yours looks different to mine. Maybe when you move things over, you didn't change the sign. So just be careful that everything looks exactly like what I wrote there. Now for this question, if you are struggling to see what to do, remember you've got a trinomial there. So start by factorizing that trinomial, and that will help. See if you remember your quadratic equations. Okay, so even if you're struggling with this question, then at least first try and factorize it. So see if you can give me what the two brackets would be once we factorize that trinomial. Ooh, we have our first answer coming in. Okay, if we are looking at this question, first thing I want to do is factorize. So I need to get my factor pairs. Okay, good. I want to get my factor pairs of 27. So I've got 1 and 27. 2 doesn't go in, 3 goes in, so 3 and 9. And that's it. That's all I can do. 3 and 9 and 1 and 27. Now I'm trying to get -12, and my signs need to be the same. So both of those are going to have to be negative because -3 minus 9 is equal to -12. Okay, so my brackets are going to be x minus 3, x minus 9 is equal to 0. And when we have a quadratic equation like that, we say, well, that means that this bracket, so x minus 3 is equal to 0, or this bracket is equal to 0, which means x is equal to 3, or x is equal to 9. Well done. I'm seeing some really good answers in the chat. Nice job, guys. See? Same, but different. I can still communicate with you. We can see what's going on. It's nice. Okay, get ready for your puzzle. I'm very excited about it. And I'm so keen to see if anyone can get the answer. So I'm going to put it on. And let's see if anyone can tell me what my answer to this would be. I'm trying to find out what a ring plus a gummy bear plus a lime plus a lollipop is equal to. Let's see if anyone can figure it out. I told you it was a nasty one. My hint to you. No, wait, I don't know if I should give you a hint. Maybe I should give you a hint. No, I'm not going to give you a hint yet. You can tell me when you need a hint. And if you want to check answers, you can put them in the chat. So you can be like, okay, I think the gummy bear equals this. And if you're right, I'll let you know. I did try to warn you that it was tough. Okay, I will be nice to you. This right here, that's your hint. The bear is not 20. Oh, Kinsani, the gummy bear is definitely 16. The sweet, as in the lollipop, the sweet is not 8. As your final answer, 28? Nope. Lollipop is 16. I'm so glad that no one solved this in about 10 seconds, like on Monday. I feel happy. It is not 32. Not 25. Not 50. Are you just going to give me all the different numbers possible here? Are you just still feeling salty that you didn't really win the last week? 27, no. 54, no. $36. Yes, we did it. Woohoo! Yay! Oh, now I want to try and find like a good emoji and I can't find anything. Yes, well done on the 36. I'm so chuffed. Nice work. That was a hard question. You did really, really well. Okay. Let's try and understand why it is 36. Okay, so the key to this question was to see that the gummy bear and the lollipop were the same as each other, right? So that means that all three of these are the same. And so we can just say 48 divided by 3, which means that this will just be, 16, 16, and 16. Okay, so we know that that's 16 and we know that that's 16. Then it comes, so this is also 16 over here. Okay, now it's telling us that 16 divided by something has to give us that same answer, which means that this must be 4 because 16 divided by 4 gives us 4. So now we know that that's 4 over there. And we know that this is 4 over here. And 0 times 4 is the only thing that will give me 0. So that's 0. So it's 4 plus 16 plus 0 plus 16, which is 36. Yay, well done. Woohoo! One more. We haven't got much time though. And I need us to get through some more exam work. But I'll give you another one on Monday, I promise. Okay. All right, let's get back into this. Let's get into a fraction question. Now, remember here, the advice when we learned these right at the beginning of the year, try and make sure that you put those both over 1 so that you don't forget them when you find your lowest common denominator, which is what we want to do here. You guys are much better at finding these emojis than I am. Sorry, I didn't even see the question. Is that a lemon? It was a lime slice. Kamba, you got it. No answers coming in for this question yet. Okay, lowest common denominator. Okay, so in this case, our LCD is going to be 6 because we want to find what everything can go into. So just to make your lives easier, we would have to multiply that by 2. We'd have to multiply that by 3, by 6, and by 6. So our LCD here is going to be 6. So when I do that, that's like me saying 2 times x plus 2 minus 3 times 3x is equal to 6 times 1 minus 6 times 2x. Hopefully this is bringing back some memories from the beginning of the year. And once we have that same denominator, we are allowed to drop it. And then at this point, we just do our distribution. Then we want to get our x's on one side and our numbers on the other side. So 2x minus 9x plus 12x is equal to 6 minus 4. So we get 5x is equal to 5. We're going to divide both sides by 5, which means x is equal to 1. And that is that full equation from start to end. Let me know if there's anything here which is feeling confusing or something you're not understanding, something you need help with. Okay, cool. All right, we're actually going to jump over from that. And I actually think we are going to jump over patterns for the moment as well. We're just going to have a look at this graph over here. Okay, so what I've got is I have got a straight line graph. And let's just remember what the formula for a straight line graph is. So we have y equals mx plus c. That m, so in this case, our m, which is 3, that tells us our gradient, and our gradient is our slope. And then that 6 is our y-intercept. Okay, so that's there's the y-intercept. That means that's where it crosses our y-axis. Okay, so this first question here is I want you to, oh, have I got something wrong? 6, I'm seeing 6 minus 4 today. Look, guys, yes, 6 minus 4 is definitely not 5. 6 minus 4 is without a doubt 2. And I am just clearly completely losing the plot. 6 minus 5 is definitely 2. And 2 over 5 is definitely our final answer over here. Thank you, Daphne. Clearly just losing my mind fully in all possible ways. Good spot. Okay, I'm just going to give you a moment to write that down, and then I'm going to scroll back down again. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's our y-intercept and that's our gradient. Remember, when we're wanting to sketch our graph, we need to find the x-intercept and we need to find the y-intercept. When we're looking for the x-intercept, we make y equal to 0. And when we are finding the y-intercept, we make x equal to 0. Okay, so do that. Find your two different intercepts, get the coordinates of them, plot them on a little graph on your side over there, and then we're going to draw it. And we're going to see if our lines look anything like each other. Hopefully they do. In this case, your y-intercept would be -6. I'm not going to give you the full answer here. I'm just going to slowly start writing some things over here. So I'm going to make my y equal to 0 over here. And here I'm going to make my x equal to 0. So in the one we're solving for y and the other one we're solving for x. And this means that my x value is what we'll end up finding and my y value will be 0. And here my x value is 0 and we're looking for a y value. It's close, Canva. It's going to be -6. Yes, your x-intercept is looking great. So I'm going to move that 6 over and I'm going to have 3x, which means x is equal to 2. And so my x-intercept is 2 and 0. My y-intercept is going to be 0 minus 6, which is -6. And so I'm going to have 0 and -6. And so those are my two coordinates that I am working with. And once we have our coordinates, we can draw our graph. Make sure you have a ruler so you don't have squonky lines like I do right now. Then we need to find, I'll do it in different colors so you know which one I'm talking about. If I'm talking about this one here, my x value is 0, my y value is -6. And if I'm talking about this one over here, my x value is 2 and my y value is 0. And then we just take our ruler and we connect. Ooh, gross. That's such a skew line. Connect our two dots. We have an arrow at both ends and we give it its name. And hopefully yours will look a lot prettier than mine does. This is my y and this axis and my x. Okay, let me know if yours looks similar to mine, if it looks very, very different to mine. Tell me how you found this question. Sia, that was, is that an answer? That was the question. Oh, good, Canva. I'm glad yours looks the same. Okay, so when you get marks for this, you'd be getting marks for getting the correct x and the correct y axis, and then for your general shape. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move down. Hopefully you guys have gotten this. If you haven't, just let me know. I can always scroll back up. We're going to jump past those two for now. We're going to jump into here. Okay. Oh, the name for the line. Did I write the name wrong? Oh, no. I did. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. All right. The diagram of the graph showed two different straight lines. We've got a point 0 and 3 over here, and then we've got the point 3 and 0, and they are the x and y intercept of PQ. And then we've got 0 and -1, which is the y intercept of RT. So the first question that they are wanting here is the equation. So the y equals mx plus c, they want that as an answer, of PQ. And PQ is this line over here. So now when I want the equation, that means I have to find M and I have to find C. And M is our change of Y over our change of X. So that's where we should start. And then we can sub in a point to find M. Let me know how it goes. Okay, we're getting an answer for M coming in. Let's have a look. So 3 minus 0 over 0 minus 3 is going to give us 3 over negative 3, which gives us negative 1. Good. So my M is definitely negative 1. And you don't even need to sub anything for your y-intercept because they've given you a bit of a helping hand there. That is your y-intercept. A y-intercept is where it crosses your y-axis. And so this graph is going to be y equals negative 1x, that's our M, and then our y-intercept up here, plus 3. Canva, nice job. I just saw that in the chat. Excellent work. Okay, next, I want you to find the equation of RQ. Now, RQ, we've also been given the y-intercept, so you've been given C, but you need to think about what M would be. And the important thing here is that this line is parallel to that line. So I want you to think what it means for the gradients when lines are parallel to each other. Think about what that means. Okay, when we have lines that are parallel to each other, so if I have parallel lines, then my gradients, so my M values, my gradients are the same. Excellent, Canva. Well done. Okay, so my gradient has to be negative 1 because it has to be the same because they're parallel lines. So y is going to equal negative 1. And now I know my y-intercept is negative 1, not 3. So negative 1x minus 1. Well done, Canva. That was really, really good. Beautiful. And that is actually where we are going to call it a night for today. I'm so proud of you for doing so well on this new platform and for chatting and for putting your answers there. I know it was a bit different, but I'm going to pass the mic over on to Tula and he's going to chat to you. You can say what worked, what didn't work, just be honest. And yeah, we'll go from there. But thanks for trying something new with me today. And I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah, hello, grade nines. That's really all I want to say as well, that congratulations for trying out this platform and being so open. I know a number of you came to Zoom and you were so smooth and willing to switch to YouTube. So thank you for that. Just write down on the chat how you felt about using this new way of having the lesson. Did it work? I know quality was an issue, but I would hope that a lot of you, when you click on the quality and change on YouTube, you managed to get some help. So just let us know how that went, how you feeling, how was the lesson today, just so we know where your head is at. You know, we like to make sure that we're all on the same page. So just type on the chat and then while I share my screen, and I'll read your responses as soon as I'm done sharing. Just 1 second. You should be able to see my screen in a few seconds. If you can't, just let us know so we can help you. So we have our last classes next week, our last exam prep classes, and where we'll be doing paper 2 to prepare you guys. I know a number of you have already written your exams, but also a good number of you guys still have not written. So hopefully this will be very useful and help with your exam prep. I know I spoke on Monday about the Q&A that would be happening afterwards. So that is not confirmed yet. We're still trying to work out the logistics, and depending on how many people will still actually be having the exams, it may happen or it may not happen. So for now, this is all we have. Just take the paper 2 as it may be our last classes or it may not be, but we'll give you an update by the end of next week so you'll know what is happening. I think that's it from my side. I'm not sure if Jan, you have anything to add on your side.
No, nothing from me. Just keep us just don't forget to write in the chat how you found this new way of doing the lesson before you leave. But otherwise, it was lovely seeing you, and I will see you on Monday.
Yeah, I see Kumo is saying was great. Adelaide is saying was also good. Bonita is saying was great. No, you guys are very open to new things. So I was expecting nothing less than you all still being participating and still being active. So I'll see you all on Monday next week. Good luck to those who are still writing the exams. Congrats to those who have already written. We'll see you all next week for the next lesson. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.